you're still trading on just one chart, you're leaving money on the table. Yes, I know that sounds kind of harsh, but hear me out. I get this question all the time. What is the trick that, for example, other traders is opening two charts with the same currency pair and trading on that? Today, I'm going to show you a strategy that lets you enter trades with laser precision. One chart on M1 and the other one on M15. The higher time frame shows you the direction, the lower time frame gives you the exact entry point. It's like having a map of the entire city and zoom lens to spot the exact door that you need. And by the end of this video, you will understand why most of the traders don't do it. So get comfortable because it's going to be really interesting, and let's get started. So guys, let's get started. First of all, again, the technique is called multi-time frame analysis. So the idea is that you look at the same asset, currency pair, stock, crypto, for example, from two different angles. We go to settings, we click here at multi-chart and choose two charts. Here it is. Here we can choose the currency pair. For example, this one, we can see is the same one, but we're going to change it after. We go to time frames of the candles and we change it to M15. Here, and let's choose other currency pair, for example Swiss franc and Japanese yen, here and here. And on the first chart the time frame is M2, on the second chart the time frame is M15. So the second chart is M15, the higher time frame, where you can see the overall market picture, trends and key levels, and M1 the lower time frame, where you can see the detailed structure of price movements, impulses, corrections also, and entry signals. So let me draw also for you here support and resistance levels. So here is the support level on the M15 time frame. Then again, we need to add another line, horizontal one. Here is the resistance level for now. Of course, the price can break it, but we'll see after. We add another horizontal line. Here is the previous resistance level, where price achieved and start moving in the downward direction again. So let's change time of the expiration to 3 minutes, the amount of money also, and open here a buy trade, because it's like looking at the city map M15 and at the same time using your car's GPS M1, because the map shows you the general direction while the GPS tells you exactly when to turn. But here on this example, we can see that before it was the downward trend on M15 time frame, it achieved the support level and started reversing in the upward direction. And we also can see it by the M1. You can see that now it's the upward trend going on there, and we found there a good entry point. But how it works in practice in more details. So the higher time frame, M15, we use to determine the overall trend, uptrend, downtrend, or sideways, for example. Also, mark key support and resistance levels. As you can see, I draw support resistance levels only on M15 time frame. And also find zones where price could reverse or accelerate, how we did here now. And on the lower time frame, M1, first of all, we'll wait for price on M1 to approach level from M15. It's also pretty important. We also watch for price action patterns, for example engulfing, pin bar, trend line break, because on M1 we can see more noise, more fluctuations, because on M1 time frame for 15 minutes we will have 15 candles. On the time frame of M15 for 15 minutes we'll have only one candle. This is the big difference. And guys, for those who's watching this video right now and thinking, oh my god, I just learned everything about the indicators on one chart and now there's a second one with a different time frame and everything, oh my god, this is so difficult. But guys, don't worry, I have a solution for you. And if to be more clear, it's my Telegram channel about trading, where I share so many information with you absolutely for free. I don't think you will see it somewhere, so I'm not going to talk a lot about that. You need to see it all by your own eyes, so you know where the link in the most safest place in the description of this video, and we are continuing. But guys, here we can see that the price reversed a little bit, and we're not in the plus for now, so I'm thinking maybe to open a catch up, even though it's still like 1 minute here, but it's not moving that confidently. At the same time, still need to understand that not any of the strategy will give you 100% guarantee that you will close a trade in a plus. Definitely, I will explain more about this as well. So here I changed the amount of money per trade, time of the expiration, also to 2 minutes, and we open here a buy trade for 250. Okay, let's see for 2 minutes. And now it should be more confident moving in the upward direction. Also, on the lower time frame, we enter the trade in the direction of the M15 trend, and that's what we did as well. For example, on M15, you see a clear uptrend with price approaching a support level, as we had it here. On M1, you wait for price to touch the level and form a reversal candlestick pattern. That's what we had here as well. So you enter a buy trade. So guys, but actually now it's 10 seconds till the end of our first trade, and we are in the plus. Now the price reversed, so it's good. So 1 second, we close the first trade, and I'm sure we're gonna close the second one. So also, what is used for? Because actually, I think not so many people heard about that, or maybe saw in some YouTube videos, but still didn't know how to use it and what it's needed for. So first of all, trading with dual time frame system helps you, first of all, identify the overall market direction, again, as we talked about. So you see where the market is hitting, so you don't enter against the trend, because guys, I don't recommend to do that. Second of all, you choose entry points with minimal risk, because the higher time frame shows where to go and the lower time frame shows the exact entry moment. Third of all is filter out false signals. So if M1 gives a buy signal but M15 is clearly trending down, it's most likely a fake entry. So also need to watch for it and catch impulses in the higher time frame trend, because entering at the very start of a move gives you more profit potential, of course, but need to catch this moment as well. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we close it in the plus. Okay, perfect. So we're gonna change our amount of money per trade to 200 and open here a buy trade again. On the lower time frame, M1, we can see that there is a 2 red candles formed right now. The second one is still not finished, but anyway. And for a lot of people, it could be like, oh, it's definitely a reversal. But guys, again, we look at the higher time frame for the overall trend direction, because these 2 red candles just could be, and I'm sure for like 80% that it's just a corrective candle, and eventually our price will reverse in an upward direction because it still hasn't achieved its resistance level. Of course, anything could happen at the same time, and don't need to think that, for example, if someone has recommended you that strategy or said that it's good, it's definitely will work for 100% every time. Of course it's not, because sometimes you open a trade by all of the rules and something happened on the market, you get a corrective candle, or you just didn't have enough time for closing it to trade and you just close it in the minus. And for a lot of people, it's like, oh, it's not working, I'm not gonna try it again, I would rather try another strategy. And this is one of the big mistakes, because that's how the person every day trying new strategy, not working on the one. I think it's like with the people, you try this person, like, every day someone new. And of course, that's how you will never find your person, because if you will just learn it for like 1 hour, for example, even talking with the person, you will not understand it fully to understand if it's actually working or not for you. So this is the same. So you need to spend some time on the strategy to understand it, to know how to use it, to practice with this. Firstly, you can do it in the demo account, of course, and after go to the real market when you're already sure in that. And what is the advantages of the strategy? First of all, favor false entries, because you trade with the stronger trend, but again, it's not giving you the guarantee of 100% that you will close all of the trades in the plus. So need to use money management system and cash system as well. Second of all, clear entry zones, because higher time frame shows where to look for trades, and high risk to reward ratio, because M1 entry allows a small stop loss. By the way, here now, guys, we have 38 seconds till the end of our trade. It's fluctuating a lot around our entry points. You can see it on the charts. Maybe we will close this trade in a plus, but let's change the amount of money in case. Yeah, doesn't look like that actually. Okay, so we're gonna open here a buy trade for 3 minutes as well, so it will have time to reverse. And also, okay, we'll wait for this trade to close. It's going a little bit lower right now. Oh my god, I hope it's gonna be fine. So also, what is the important nuances here? First of all, if the higher time frame is sideways, it's better to avoid trades or take small scalps inside the range. But actually, I don't recommend to trade never in sideways. If you see that, it's better to change the chart, or for example, just stop and continue trading tomorrow, because that's how you can easily lose it all. Also, don't need to overload the chart with indicators. As you can see, I'm just using support, resistance levels, candlestick analysis, and actually it's enough if you know, again, how to use it, but it's a lot of the practice needed for that. It's not just like one day of learning. So guys, give yourself a time as well. And also practice switching between time frames quickly to keep the bigger picture in mind. But of course it needs time. So guys, don't need to think that, oh, I need to do today, to be the smartest one and everything. But of course it's not working like this. So just give yourself a time, learn step by step. Firstly, for example, right now, open the platform, open the demo account, do the same as I did. Find maybe the same kind of situations to repeat after me, or analyze it by yourself. Or if you cannot analyze it by yourself, use AIs. I'm not against AIs, definitely, but also don't need to follow AI signals or something, because after that, that's how you give all of the responsibility to AIs, and after saying that, oh, it's not working and everything. So better if you will make the decision by yourself. But for example, for the analyzing, you can use AI. You could just send the screenshot and say, okay, tell me what kind of trade you would open here, and just try to follow this kind of the advices of AI, for example, because that's how you can at least analyze and see something that you didn't see by your own eyes. So guys, now it's 15 seconds till the end of our trade. It's going pretty well. Let's wait. It's 10 seconds. We are in the plus. Okay, perfect. It's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we close the trade in the plus. Okay, perfect guys. So guys, let's change our amount of money per trade, so we can open a new trade. Here we can see by M15 that our price kind of stuck on the first resistance level. As you can see, it's always fluctuating there. Now it's going even lower, but okay, now we have pretty good entry points. So we open here a buy trade for 3 minutes. So again, we're following still the trend. At the same time, we got a pretty good entry point when the price a little bit fall. So yeah, needs still to keep in your mind, guys, that there is no best strategy. There's no best indicators or something else that ever exists in the world. That also you need to choose some kind of strategies, indicators, something else. Depends on your type of trading. Because if you trade with a short time of the expiration, like 2-3 minutes, like literally scalping, some of the strategy will be good for you. But for example, if there is a person that's trading with 10, 15 minutes, 30 minutes per trade, the strategy is not going to work for them. Because for example, we trade with scalping like 2-3 minutes per trade, and I use a lot MACD, RSI, and MACD, for example, is the indicator that really sensitive, that giving us all of the noise of the market, every candle, everything that happened. And for us it's good because we trade on the short time of the expiration, and we need all of this noise to see all of the candlestick patterns and do all of the analysis that we need to open a trade in the right direction, to have the possibility to close a trade, right? But for example, for the people that trade with 15-20 minutes, it's not going to work that great because they need to see overall trend direction again. So here's the difference. But here we use the lower time frame and the higher time frame to trade on the short time of the expiration. How about that? But actually it was not me that created this kind of the strategy, and actually sometimes I'm using it. Or for example, during the trading session, if I trade on the time frame M2, M3, I just change my currency pair to the time frame M10 or M15 to see overall trend direction, and after I just come back to M2 and open a trade. That's it. That's the point. You can also do the same. If, for example, for you to chart at the same time, it's kind of difficult. So now we have 25 seconds, guys. We are in the plus. It's actually fluctuating a lot. Scary. 20 seconds. Okay. 15 seconds. Okay, 10 seconds. Let's wait. 5 seconds, guys. 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my god. Oh, we just saved This amount of money, crazy. But we actually made kind of good result. At the same time, I showed you everything. Yeah, some of the trades we didn't close, then we recover it with the catch up. But need to understand what is the rules, practice more and more and more. So guys, I hope you like this video. Let me know in the comments if you want to see, for example, the strategy with 3 charts or 4 charts. There is also something like this exists. So I'm waiting for feedback in the comments, and we will see each other on the next trading session. Bye bye.